Okay, I'm in the middle of making a baby blanket. So we're gonna continue with that. We might make a few pom-poms. That might be on the agenda. I had plans today, but they fell through. So I ended up not having any plans, but I was gonna go live, but then I'm like, oh, my plans, you know, might still be on. They might not. They may. They probably are, but they probably aren't. So I decided to watch the rest of Turbo. I watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And then I watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But it was like the 2023 version of Willy Wonka. Oh. Not gonna lie, it wasn't that great. But who am I? I'm like really thirsty right now. Like that was the last bit of water I had in my room. So yeah, this is what I was looking for. It is day 4 of the Grimace squares. So I need to write down how many I made today. I actually ran out of yarn in 4th period. So that's how much I got done. I got done half. Or like 4 3/4. So can add these to the pile. The pile is like this. This is what the pile is looking like. Can I give you a shout out? Sure, shout out to the person who wants a shout out. These ends are weaved in, they're not. So yeah, I need to know all in all how many I have, because I don't know, I'm thinking at this point I have enough. 4 3/4, yeah. Okay, so I put it in my calculator because I just genuinely do not have the capacity in my brain right now to think. So I should need like, I don't know how many more, let me actually count. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? Wait, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make groups of 5. Okay, so this is 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm gonna finish these squares tonight. I'm making 2 and the rest of that. Yup. Honestly, I literally bought 2 entire skeins just for this. So originally I had 3, now I've used 2 complete skeins, which I kind of I would need more than that. But I also had this originally, which this is a full skein, just rounded up into a ball. I don't remember why I did that. I think it's because it got tangled or something. As a thank you, Clara. Oh, excuse me. But I think it got tangled when it was in a skein. So instead of just like caking it up, I just like hand wound it for some reason. I don't know. I still have a lot of ends to weave in for these though, so I'm not really excited about that. Honestly, I don't mind weaving in ends. But like, because they're granny squares, I also have to put them together to make the blanket, which I do want to like lay out and see if it's how I want it to look. So we will be doing that. We'll be laying it out. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing 5 rows on each of these granny squares because I don't know, I just didn't feel like looking up how many squares, like how many rounds you should do for a regular granny square. And I don't know if y'all are new here. If you're not new here, then you probably know I'm like an avid granny square hater. I don't want to learn all the granny squares. I don't. And I did not start with granny squares. I think starting with granny squares, from my point of view, can be really hard because they seem tricky, but once you get the hang of them, you really get the hang of them. And it's just like a formula you gotta come up with in your brain. Ugh. But I think it's great. I love it. Cause I would make granny square baby blankets and stuff, but I wouldn't have to like restart the granny square so often, so I like wasn't really like learned how to make a granny square. And these granny squares, I actually did something kind of like weird. Instead of chaining like 4 to start it, I chained 6 because I thought the 4 hole was just too small. So all of the holes in the granny squares right here are a bit big because of that. But honestly, I think it's cute. The only thing I'm not entirely sure on how I want to do it is actually sewing them together. I'm not so sure on how I want to do that. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So. Also, it was with ending my granny squares, I've done them all the same except for like 2. So they all should be the same, but they all have this like little like bump on it where you can tell where I ended it. But I think once I like put them together or whatever, I think they'll be fine. I don't know if I'm gonna block. I don't really see a point in blocking it. It's a baby blanket and I don't really like, I do not do wet blocking because that is just, it's too much work. So I'd rather do like dry blocking or steam blocking. Because I have actually have a blocking board for like granny squares, so I might get it out for these, but I know my board is not going to be able to fit all of these. So I'm wondering if just like block some for like a day or two, put those granny squares together, and then start like cycling them out and putting them together, and then, you know, everything. But I don't know, I'm doing 5x5 for this baby blanket. It's just what seemed nice. And originally I was gonna have 2 different colors and make a colorway with it, but I just decided that we're gonna do one color. Not really sure why, but I did. This is honestly like raveled up really nicely. Like, look how good that looks. I did that. Why is my yarn crunchy right here? Like right here. It's like kind of yellow. Can you guys see that, or am I tripping? Like right here. It'll wash out. I can guarantee you that. One of the granny squares that I made today, tell me why I messed up on it. For some reason, goodness, y'all, I might be going to bed earlier than I thought. But like, for some reason, I like on the edge, so how you do 2 in here, I only did 1. And like, I went all around and I went back to it and I'm like, why does this look like this? So I just undid the whole row. Okay, now we're at 23. So I made 5 today. Awesome. Sauce. I kind of don't want to make 2 more, mainly for the fact of for literally the last 4 days, I've been crocheting these granny squares non-stop, and I really need to weave in the ends, and I know I'm just not gonna do it, and I'm gonna put this off. So let's do it. We got this. We got this, gang. Come on, we got this. We got this. We got this, right? I don't even know where the ones that I weaved in went. Cause there was 2 but I can't find them. I'll find them eventually when I go to weave them in. I still have this, so I'm gonna put the blanket together with this and make the last 2 with this, so I don't have to open 2 new skeins. So, yeah. It's you again. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. I'm thinking about, since I have like a new lighting setup, I'm definitely going to be soon Definitely not this weekend because I am like extremely busy this weekend, and like lately, like I've been sick. Like my friend, he keeps asking me to hang out, and I'm just like, gang, like, nah. And like I love him, but like I feel like crap. But like once I'm done feeling like crap, I'm gonna be filming some crochet tutorials because now I finally have the equipment, which I literally have been forgetting to buy. And like my Amazon keeps saying like my card's declining. You know, I've checked it like a gazillion times. It's the right card. It's the right card and everything. Like Amazon just hates me and doesn't want my money. Just want my money. But I have this setup that I need for the filming and everything, so I will be teaching you. It's 4 a.m. Get yourself to bed. It's 9:44 for me. So you can see I stopped the granny square here and didn't keep going. But if I like block it, it should be fine. You're here to watch it? That's nice. Thank you. So I'm wondering if I should have went into like here. Cause like here you could definitely tell where I ended. But literally this is like one of the first times I've made like more than one granny square that's this size. Like I've never made a granny square like bigger than this. I mean, I have not made a granny square this size basically. I've only made just that are bigger. So yeah, I wonder how many of these we're gonna get. 2 from each granny square. So we're gonna get like, I don't even know, 50? 50 total. Because of how many granny squares I have. Well, will have. So the reason I'm not pulling these so tight is because I can pull this circle together. As you can see, it just takes some effort. But I actually don't want that because that's how big it's supposed to be. That's how big the hole is supposed to be. So that's why I'm leaving it like that. Because when I started it, instead of chaining like 4 or 5, I chained 6 every single time for each granny square. So it would be the size it is. That it would be easier for me to crochet in. And I like the look. Who knows, maybe I'll experiment more with different chain lengths. I'll definitely make a tutorial for granny square. Maybe I'll make a couple different for this exact granny square, just with different measurements, maybe? I'll think about it. We'll see. But like it, you can tell, which is the reason I don't like some of these granny squares. And like I could block it, but like I don't know, I just feel like all these suck. But I feel like I could definitely fix it. Like look, that's so fixable. There's barely any bump. I literally just need to like I usually, when I crochet, I'm not usually one of those people who block much of their things. Like, you will never catch me blocking a blanket. You will catch me throwing that thing in the washer and praying. That's it. I would never block a blanket. And like, I really only crochet with, what do you call it? With acrylic. So apparently acrylic can't be blocked with water, but it can be blocked with steam because it's like melting it, I would think. So I do have an iron, which I'm not going to put the iron directly to it. We all know that's going to go terrible. I've seen somebody else do this with acrylic yarn. They actually blocked with a towel in between the granny square, in between a towel. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do it like that. I mean, blanket is for a baby who's due in January. So, I mean, I definitely have time to think, but I thought this blanket was going to take me so much longer in squares. I'm not even lying. So, there's that. Definitely thought this was going to take me longer. I'm glad it didn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it didn't take me longer, but I definitely expected for, like, the next few days to have a project to do that I, like, didn't have to think about, because honestly, I've put my other projects aside for right now because it just requires, like, too much counting and thinking, like my cardigans. That's why they're put aside right now. Because I just, like, mentally don't have the capacity. So there's that, you know. I think this is great. I think it's quite lovely. So many I've cut off so far. Oh, I've got one in my sleeve. That's great. That's quite funny. Oh, oops. But I mean, I don't think weaving it together is going to take me long, but it's definitely going to be something I have to do at my house. Like, I can't take it to school. I've really only been crocheting at school and, like, on live after school when I don't have work. Today I don't have work. Tomorrow I do have work. It's a weekend though. So there's that. Like, I'll probably crochet, like, after my nail appointment. I have a nail appointment tomorrow. I'm so excited. I love my nail tech. Like, genuinely love her. Mwah, she's amazing. Do not play with her. Like, she's amazing. And, like, she's really great. I, like, genuinely love her. So I'm going to her tomorrow at 11. So I probably am not going to crochet until my, like, after my appointment. I'm not going to crochet at my appointment, obviously. Like, if I was getting my toes done, like, sure. But my nails tech, she doesn't really do toes, sadly. But it's cool. I get it. I kind of have a foot phobia, kind of. Like, I'm so exhausted. I had a dentist appointment today. I switched my braces color. They're like a pinkish, it's more of pink than purple, but it's definitely got like some like redness in it. Oh, y'all, I don't know. My teeth look so yellow. That was so disgusting. Are they yellow or is it just the lighting? I genuinely can't tell in my room. Like, in my mirror, like up close in my mirror, they look fine. But like just now, like, ugh. I hope that's not what my teeth look like IRL. I don't think so, but still. I've not been watching like any TV shows or anything. I'm not really a big fan of TV shows, especially when I'm crocheting, because like then I have to think when I like to crochet, I like to crochet things that I don't necessarily have to think about unless I'm like really into the pattern. Then that's fine. But like if I'm just mindlessly crocheting granny squares, I don't want to have to think every single time I make a granny square. Literally 6, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and so on and so on and so on. Because like when I have been like crocheting these at school, like I've literally been like having to have a conversation with somebody because that's all I keep repeating is just like the numbers in my head of how to make this. And so like I've kind of been getting irritated while making these, I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah. Hi Lux. Yo. Yo. Yo-yo? Did anybody used to play with yo-yos as a kid? My brother had them. But he would always tangle them. One of my brothers. I don't know, I just like randomly remembered that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not like scared that these are gonna like come undone or anything. So like I'm not necessarily weaving them in like to the point where I think they're gonna come undone, because I really don't think these are gonna come undone. These are tied, and especially the center ones, because of like how I started. I like also am moving in the end when I started, so like I could just cut it, but I feel safer weaving it in more. Journey, yeah. Hi. Say Journey, yeah, that's my name. What's up? You didn't spell my last name wrong, but good try. Hi, Dylan. I'm so tired, genuinely. Like, just everything is making me feel exhausted lately. I don't know what it is. Oh, happy Friday. You live in Germany? Nice. Nice. Very nice. I have a friend who lives in Germany. Okay, this is how many I weaved in. I thought this was gonna take her. I only have 7 weaved in. You live in Maryland too? Nice! Why did I make so many granny squares? Why did I do this to myself? I want to make a granny square blanket. Why? Oh, I don't know. This was like a fun experience though, because I didn't think I could make that many granny squares so quickly. Like, I genuinely thought it was gonna take me way longer on these granny squares. So like, hi Charlotte. So like, I was like preparing to like work on this for like a lot more days. So like now I don't know what to do. Now I gotta think of something else to work on. Not another granny square blanket. I feel like I've made too many granny squares. 3 subs? Dang. Dang. Okay. Ron Weasley, what have you been? Dying sick. Oh, hello. Okay, now we have 8 done and a lot more to go. Actually, 2 of these are already done, but I couldn't find them. So, I don't know, maybe they disappeared or maybe they're right here in my hands. Is this one it? Yeah. Are any of these weaved in as well? Maybe this one? Okay, so we have 10 weaved in, if I'm counting correctly, and that's a big if. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yep. We have 10 done. I am making a granny square baby blanket. I'm weaving in the ends right now. Oh, I kind of wanted it to like, yeah, go like that. Not just, this is the ends. It's not a lot, but it's progress. I have 13 more to go, and then I still have to make 2. So there's that. There's that. I don't know how I want to put them together. I haven't really thought about how I want to put them together, honestly. But I think I'm gonna stitch them together instead of crochet them to dinner. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But there's that. But I don't know. I'm very tired. Gee. I just went to my calculator for my alarm. It's great. I just love that. So I still have 2, and then I should finish this in like 2 or 3 days. Tomorrow I'll finish making those 2 squares. Bye-bye, sleep good. Tomorrow I'll finish making the last 2 squares. I'll double, triple, quadruple check how many squares I have. And then I'll start weaving them in, I guess. But I'm not sure how I want to weave them in. Like, I don't know if I want to do like just 2 at a time, like a whole row at a time, and then, you know, sew the rows together, or what. I think I'm gonna go square by square, because I literally have to sew 4 sides together. So I think I'm gonna go square by square and just adding on squares as I go, and then I'm gonna do some type of border. I've already like got that in my head that I'm gonna do a border. It's gonna be in the same color because why not? It's rich lavender color, I would say. Maybe like a lavender, but I don't know. It might be dark for lavender. We'll see. Although I think I'm going to bed. I don't know, y'all. I'm struggling over here. Good evening. You caught me right as I was about to get off the live. Am I a morning person? When I'm not sick, yes. I'm so sorry, I know. Like, I literally was just talking like I was going to bed. Tell me why I keep going to my mom's office and getting these drinks. It's water. I keep taking them from her fridge. Ugh, my knee just wanted to give out. That hurt bad. Bye. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to like the live and subscribe. And I have videos coming out frequently, okay? I have videos coming out very frequently, so stay tuned.